Hello everyone, my name is Bhaviksha. In this video, we'll be looking at simple past tense. So let's go. As usual, we'll start the session with the definition of simple past tense. Okay, I'll be explaining them in two ways. One will be so briefly and the other one will be so simple. Okay, let's start with the briefly one. The simple past tense form of a verb expresses an action or a state in the past. Okay, the action already happened or completed and is formed by adding ed or d to the base verb. For this one, I'll be using the help of a timeline. Okay, now if you may closely look, there are 3 points pointing past, now, and future. Now is something a verb is happening in this particular time. Okay, if it's 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, and so on, that is what you call a past. Now, if you for this topic, I'll be having one subtopic. Okay, that will be divided into two parts, which are regular verb and irregular verb. Let's start with the regular verb. Okay, let's start the regular verb with the definition of it. Regular verbs are those whose past tense and past participles are formed by adding a d or an ed to the end of the verb. Now there are some examples of regular verb. From these examples, I'll be helping you when to use ed or d. Okay, now let's see what are the 5 examples in the present tense. Okay, agree, decide, end, call, and close. Let's start with the first one, which is agree. Should we add d or ed? Yes, it is d, because there's already two e or a double e at the end of the verb. So why should we add ed when we can simply add d? Now let's go to the second one, decide. There is the same situation here, which there is already one E at the last of the verb. So we'll simply add D. Moving on, end. Did you see any E at the end of the verb? No. So we'll simply add ED. Now let's move on. Call. We have the same situation here. Should we add D or ED? Yes, we have to add ed. Okay, and the last one, close. Should we write ed or d? Yes, we should add d. Now we know what is a regular verb and these 5 examples. But remember, not only these 5 examples are regular verbs, and most of them in past tense is full, half of them or most of them are regular verbs and the others are irregular verbs. Now let's move on with the irregular verb. Let's start the irregular verb with the definition and then move on with the examples. Irregular verbs are verbs that undergo substantial changes when changing forms between tenses. The changed forms of these verbs are often unrecognizably different from the originals. Now let's see some examples so you may understand more. Okay, first one, seed. What will be the past tense of seed? You won't write seed, or that will change the meaning of the word. Okay, means seed, write seed. But instead, we will use another word, saw. That is what you call an irregular verb. For irregular verb, we don't have any rules to remember. Should we add this or this? Okay, but if you guys know this properly and pronounce it and go on, it's better if you know from your native language, native speaker. Okay, eat. Eat is in past tense we'll use as ate. By what? Begin, began. Read and read. But in the last one, read and read, right? We have the same spelling but different pronunciation. Okay, now let's move on. As we know all the simple past tense, let's move on with the examples. The first one, I added eggs to the batter. Added, I've highlighted it. That's because that's the word which is which is representing simple past tense, right? And that is a regular verb. Let's move on. You bumped the table. What is the word here representing simple past tense? Yes, it is bumped and it is a regular verb. Let's move on. He checked the oil. What is the word here representing simple past tense? Yes, it is checked and it is a regular verb. Let's move on. She clapped her hands. Over here, what is the word representing simple past tense? Yes, it is clapped. Let's move on. It collected lint. What is the word here representing simple past tense? Yes, it is collected and it is a regular verb. Let's move on. We didn't complete the course, but we don't have any word here with ed, not another one, right? But we will consider this sentence as a negative sentence. That's because over here there is a contraction, right? Didn't, which is combined by two words and shortening them, right? In one of those two words, there is not. Not is considered as a negative word in English. So the word or the verb will be in present tense. Okay, remember that. Let's move on. They bought a new house last month. The word here representing simple past tense is, yes, it is bought. It is irregular verb because we won't write bite. It is bought. Okay, let's move on with the activity. As I've come to the end of our session, we'll have an activity to recap on what is a simple past tense, even on regular verb and irregular verb. Let's start with the first one. I bought a red car. Over here, what is the word or a verb representing simple past tense? Yes, it is bought. And what is it on? Yes, it is on irregular form. Okay, let's move on. You studied maths. Over here, what is the word representing simple past tense? Yes, it is studied and it is on regular verb. Okay, now let's go to the move on. She doesn't want to stay home. Over here, if you closely look, it doesn't have any simple past tense, but it is considered as a negative sentence. Okay, if you ask me why, doesn't include not. Not is a negative word. Over here, if you guys find any negative word like not, you guys have to say it as in a simple present tense, not in past tense. Okay, if you find any negative word like not, let's move on. He watched a talk show. Over here, what is a verb representing simple past tense? Yes, it is watched and it is a regular verb. If you guys guess these all answers, you guys are correct. And you understood what is a simple past tense and what is regular verb and irregular verb. Okay, in this, as we have come to the end of our session, now we will see in the next video together. Bye for now.